Alright, YouTube, got a short video for you today. So we went down the lake over the weekend, and David, well, he did a dummy. And he left this plugged in and pulled out of underneath here. And now I've got a one light that is not working. Now I could tell you that you could plug this into the truck and start diagnosing that way, but I'm going to do it a little different. The only light that's not working is one this side over here. So what I'm going to do is use this jumper, the trailer, what do you call that, the trailer wire diagram, and I'm going to use the hot wire that coming from the battery of the truck to charge the battery on the camper. Well, the camper's plugged in, so the battery is also going to have a charge on it, and we're just going to jump it from one to the other. And I'll insert a diagram so you can see what I'm talking about. So let's hook up some wires here. All right, now it's pretty important to say that using a fusible link is just a good idea. So this one should be the positive coming off the camper, and it is the left turn that's not working, so that should be this wire. Now you can go by colors, except for they've swapped it up on this camper, so we're going to check it, make sure so it's not blowing the fuse. But if we go back there and look, I bet it's not lit up. Well, look at that. It is lit up. Huh. Well, then I wonder if there's something wrong with the trailer with the pickup plug. When I was out there at the lake, I could have swore it was showing there was nothing wrong with it. So see, I'm not crazy. Hold this up. It doesn't make any sense. So when we were out there at the lake, this thing was not lighting up. I'm gonna make sure it's still on. And it is still lit up. That just boggles my mind. What in the world? Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Let's back the pickup up and plug the harness in. Okay, so we're hooked in here. Got the ground from there to there, just to make sure that they're connected. And before you say something about the yellow wire, they don't utilize the yellow wire on this one. See, I'm not crazy. I'm gonna ground this thing right here. And if I'm correct, this one should light it up. Just barely though. Means it may not be getting good enough ground. That is interesting. See, it's just barely lighting up. So if I'm correct, this one should be the blinker. All right. Lit up. I think we messed the plug up on this. I think this cord is messed up. The reasoning I'm saying that is because there should be power on this one. And there shouldn't be any power on this one. But it's lit up. This one's not lit up. This one's lighting up. This one, well, that one should light up. This one should light up. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the truck plug off and check the back side of it. I'm not gonna do it on the camera because it's not a big deal for y'all to see. Okay, so the truck wiring is fine. Checked it, it's good. So I'm gonna put that all back together because we're supposed to be going to dinner tonight. And there is a chance that I might be going to pick up a new cable. So let us, let me put that back in real fast. Because the red is flashing like it should be. The green has got power on it, in which it shouldn't have. The brown should be the taillights, barely has any power on it. So I think I got the light to work, by the way. Just magically came on. And I wish I was joking by that. The brown wire, I don't know, because none of this is making sense to me. There shouldn't be power on this one because it's not even hooked up, but you know, just in case. Yeah, so we got issues in that plug, or that wire here, because when I turn my parking lights off, there's no power here, like there shouldn't be any power here. So I tell you what, let's get a new one of these and we'll put it on. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and replace this wire. And don't worry, I'm gonna strip this and see if we can't find where the damage is. It'd be nice if it was right here at the end, but we already bought new wire. There is a little bit difference, and the main difference is see this black wire here, well, that's the charging wire from the truck. The black wire on the other one is not as big as this, but we have wires that aren't being utilized, so I think I'm gonna run two of these wires together to take the spot of this one right here so it's the same size. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm gonna start out by clipping these. Now remember, I'm gonna do this the easiest way I can, and I'm gonna wire it exactly the same way as wired in that plug right there. The exact same way. The only difference is I'm going to add the black wire and the yellow wire together. So I'll tie them together and up here, so that way I'll be able to carry more of a charge. But anyways, remember this has still got hot, so don't just cut every wire at one time. Just cut one wire at a time. That way you ain't got to worry about them jumping over. Try to keep them away from each other. Now once you cut it off of here, obviously this side is now dead, but you don't want to cut just like that, see? Yeah, not a big deal. So this black wire is the positive from the trailer. So it's plugged in the inverter, so the inverter's coming to it, and that's the reason why it did what it did. See, if you come over here, it's not. But anyways, just remember that. So whenever we pull these in here, I'm gonna take this black wire, keep it down here, but I'm gonna put some tape over the end of it so we ain't gotta worry about it, because I'm gonna loosen these off when we put the new wire on there. We'll bring everything inside, and that way we won't have any issues on getting the new wire. So set the new wire in here, unhook one wire at a time. All right, so before I put y'all on time lapse, it's gonna be pretty simple what we're gonna do. We are literally going to set the new wire here, these two side by side. to where they're sitting the way they're supposed to be in the truck, like that. Okay, and we're going to pull this apart. This thing is fine. I'm only upgrading it to this one right here because I want to make this as easy as I can. So we're literally going to take whatever color wires on this one and we'll put it on this one and just work our way around. The only difference that's going to be is we're going to probably tie the yellow wire in with the black wire on this one. So that way it's got more amperage, or able to carry more. But anyways, we're going to do that. And then I think we're going to cut into this, see if we can't find the bad spot. And there we go. Now it's same as that one right there. One thing you want to do is make sure you look through here, make sure none of these wires are touching anything else. Remember, the yellow and black are tied together, so that's, I don't think I'd ever, if I'd have known this was on there, wouldn't have bought that one, but that's fine. Yeah, and you know, German them and don't strip them out. But there we go. So now, just gonna slide this over and put it back together. You guys care less about that. So if you want to look, only this one has got power. Okay, the rest of these are dead. See, nothing, 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 and nothing. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put tape over this one. And we're gonna pull them all through here. And then we will run the new cord in here. And the only reason I'm putting tape on there is make sure it doesn't arc out. And then we'll pull the new cord through and we will transfer one wire at a time. Got my little helper here. All right, we ready? Left turn. Right turn. Hit the brakes. Perfect. And there we have it. Got it all done. All right, so now it's all left to do is tuck all this up back up in there and put the cap on. All right, so let's finish this one up. So, this tail light is broken. It's glued on there right now. You can see right here it's broke, but the plan is to put, I got new ones, so we're gonna take these off and replace it. You're gonna need a screwdriver and a scraper, silicone, and whatever that stuff, the wiring kit. Yeah, see, I super glued this on to get home. The problem is I don't know how long it'll last. I don't want to be trying to come home from the lake and getting pulled over and getting a ticket because of this thing fell off while I was out there, so. So got all that cleaned off, and two holes will line up, the bottom two holes won't, but they will be covered. So I'm gonna just put some silicone over the top of them, and we'll put new holes in it to put the bottom screws in. I just have it sitting there like this because we're gonna turn the lights on to make sure everything's working on it. Yeah, I'm glad I did that because those wires are differently than I thought they were. But there we go. they're all working. So now I'm going to put you back on time lapse, and I'm going to put solder stuff on that. So I don't know if you noticed on the video, I put silicone all the way down to here, all the way down here, and all across here on the back. This is white, but it will dry clear. And I'm probably going to get something, scoop it up a little bit. I will put more around it. I probably don't need to because of the way I did it, but I will. I'm just going to let this, or I'm going to go over to the other one and get it done. Then we'll come back and make sure I have enough silicone. As long as it's behind there, it'll be fine. But make sure you don't put it at the bottom, so if anything gets back there, it'll allow it to drain out. And there you have it. America. Well, that's it for this video. It'll probably be a little while before my next video comes out. Somebody ordered wrong parts on Silas's pickup, so not naming names. But anyways,